What is up, guys? Welcome back to Jersey Nick Moto. And where the hell are we? Oh, I gotta go the other way. Shit. Alright. Alright, here we go. Alright, so let's try that again. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Jersey Nick Moto. I think I kind of know where I'm going now. I actually really didn't have a plan. I wanted to do something different today, so I just went down the New Jersey Turnpike and got off 8A, and I'm somewhere around Monroe, Jamesburg, and I'm gonna, I don't know, try and go down some back roads or whatever and just head back north. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. So I got something a little different today. I got my cheat sheet taped to the gas tank. I just went and Googled a bunch of motorcycle statistics in the United States, and I got some stuff that some people might find interesting, some people might find useless, but I figured it was a little different topic to make a video on. And I don't know how accurate these are. They were all from Google. It was a bunch of different sources, so I didn't bother to record every source that I got it from. But I'm just gonna go tell you what I found, and you know, you can make up your mind if they're accurate or not. And we'll learn a little bit about motorcycles in the United States today. Okay, first thing is, in the year 2020, there were 9 million motorcycles registered in the United States. And out of those 9 million, California has the most registered motorcycles, which makes sense because, you know, it's a big state. And at least Southern California, they could ride all year round. So California is number 1. Florida is number 2, which is another big state, and they could definitely ride all year round, even though I know some of the guys down there complain about the heat, but hell, I'd take that over the snow any day. And number 3 was a little bit of a surprise for me. The number 3 state with the most registered motorcycles is Ohio. Which, I mean, I know there's parts of Ohio that are very rural and have nice back roads, but I didn't expect that to be number 3. So the top 3 states with the most registered motorcycles in the United States are California, Florida, and Ohio. Another fun fact for you is 8% of the households in the United States own motorcycles. And Harley-Davidson is the number 1 motorcycle manufacturer in the US. I'll stand behind that. I'm a Harley fan, as you guys know. Here's kind of an interesting one. The top 3 states where people ride their motorcycles to work are Florida, Hawaii, and Arizona. Which, again, not a big surprise, all warm weather states. So I guess if you live in Florida, Hawaii, or Arizona, you're more likely to ride your motorcycle to work than the rest of us. Alright, now let's talk about the motorcycle rider. The average age of a motorcycle rider is 50. I guess the younger generation isn't as into the motorcycle scene nowadays. I know we debated that a lot in past videos. And now this next statistic, I don't know if it's correct, but they say 80% of motorcycle riders are men and 20% of motorcycle riders are women. Now, it just seems that lately there are a lot more women motorcyclists, which is a great thing that more women are riding bikes. So I don't know how accurate that statistic is. You guys could double check that one if you want, but what I found, 80% are men and 20% are women. It was actually pretty nice around here. I got no clue where I am. Well, 522 was one of the roads I looked at riding on, and I just went in and out of Monroe like 3 times, according to the signs. But oh well, we'll find our way Okay, the most stolen motorcycles are Hondas and Harleys. Now, this makes me think of a funny story. And again, let me say, before I offend anybody, I don't care what you ride. I have a lot of friends with Hondas. This isn't meant as a jab towards anybody, but we used to ride with a guy that had a Honda, right? And he went on a couple trips with us sometimes. And I remember when we got to the hotel, we would say, and this was me and Bobby, we had our diners back then, and we would park in the parking spot, and then we'd say, hey, put that piece of shit Honda behind us, because either they're going to steal that first, or they're not going to go through the trouble of moving that piece of shit to steal our bikes. Again, just a joke, but when I saw the statistic that the most stolen motorcycles were Hondas and Harleys, I thought that was pretty funny, because maybe we were wrong. Maybe they would have took all 3 bikes according to that. But again, no offense to the Honda riders. I don't care what you ride. I ride Harleys. You ride what you want. I'm just glad that you do ride. Alright, which way do we go? Which way do we go? Which way do we go? I guess we're gonna go right. Alright, 522. I guess we're gonna go left. Bear with me, guys. Like I said, I really don't know where the hell I am. I've been here before though, it looks familiar. I have friends that live in Monroe. I couldn't find their house right now, but they live somewhere around here. Alright, the most popular colors of motorcycles: yellow, orange, red, green, and blue. I don't know. Did they just go through the primary colors with that one? I'm not even sure if they're all primary colors, but I don't agree with that one. I mean, if Harleys are the #1 manufacturer in the US, we all buy black. How did black not make that list? How did white not make that list? I got a black bike and a white bike. I just passed a white bike. Anyway, that's what they say the most popular motorcycle colors are. Maybe in the sport bike world. I did own an orange motorcycle at one time, but I don't know. The safest color to buy your motorcycle in is white. I think that goes with any vehicle, right? They say white is the safest, it's the most visible. The most reliable motorcycles are Yamahas, Suzukis, and Hondas. Alright, I'll give them that. I mean, I'd throw my Harley twin cam here into the mix. Knock on wood, this thing has been around the country and never gave me any problems. The #1 cause of motorcycle accidents is reckless driving. Now, I'm guessing they're saying reckless driving on the motorcyclist's part, as the guy or gal on a motorcycle riding reckless. I mean, yeah, I could see that. I'm probably a little guilty of that myself at times, and I would definitely throw into that statistic inattentive drivers, people on their cell phones, people that don't look when they change lanes and don't use their signals. But with that said, I do agree that even though we as motorcycle riders complain about that a lot, we should do our part too and try to not be reckless all the time and sharpen up our skills. Like I said, I'm a little guilty of that myself. The easiest motorcycle to ride is the Suzuki GW250. I would imagine any kind of 250 motorcycle would be, you know, in the category of easiest to ride, but that's what the statistic says. The best state to ride in the United States is South Dakota. Yeah, I agree with that one too. South Dakota is a beautiful state, a lot of great roads to ride. Needles Highway, Iron Mountain Road. I'm sure there's a bunch more out there by Mount Rushmore. Sturgis is out there. You got a lot of great scenery in South Dakota. A lot of great scenery in South Dakota. That's one state I'd like to go back to one day and explore a little more. But I think my favorite road out there, I'd have to say, was Iron Mountain Road, and then Needles Highway, a close second. Custer State Park, the roads through there are awesome, and you know, if you get lucky, you can see a bunch of bison. So yeah, South Dakota is definitely, I'd say, one of the best states to ride your motorcycle in. They say the safest city to ride your motorcycle in is Reno, Nevada. See, I said it right, Jason. Nevada, Reno, Nevada. I could see that. There's not many people out there. So I could see Reno being one of the safer places to ride. Probably the whole state of Nevada would be one of the safer places to ride, just because you don't have to contend with all the crazies on the road that we do on the East Coast. They say Honda, Yamaha, Harley, Ducati, and Kawasaki are the top 5 motorcycle brands in the US in no particular order. Alright, so guys, that was just some motorcycle statistics in the United States. Again, I'm not going to say they're 100% accurate. Feel free to fact check me if you're interested. If not, I'm glad you learned something today. You don't know, maybe you'll find yourself on a game show one day. You'll be on Jeopardy and the category will be motorcycle statistics, and you'll win and say, oh, that's right, Nick told me about that. Hey, you never know. Stranger things have happened. Alright, now we're somewhere in Freehold, I think, and eventually I'll put the GPS on just to get us home. That's one good thing about this GPS. It gets me home when I'm lost. I've been riding Roxy, my Sportster, a lot lately because I've been giving Lola here a rest. I'm waiting on parts for her front end that hopefully will be in and done before I go on my road trip. And I'll talk about that road trip more in another video. But I will say, anybody going to VAM, the Virginia Motorcycle Meetup, I should be at Clinch Mountain Motor Works that Saturday afternoon, so I'm looking forward to meet some of you guys that I've been watching for a long time. You know, VAM, that event that's being organized by Mr. G 1965, and the Blue Bike and Doyle. I'm sure a few others have their hand in planning for that event. So in my travels, I should be able to stop there, which is going to be pretty cool. But again, I'll give you details, the full details on the trip when it gets a little bit closer. I really enjoyed riding Roxy the last few weeks, but man, when I get on this bike, dude, it just feels like home. I can't explain it. Well, here's crappy old Route 9. I knew we'd find it, be able to find our way home. Alright, I'm going to end the video here because I'm really going to have to pay attention so we don't get hit. Because this is not the most motorcycle friendly road. So I'd like to say thanks for watching Jersey Nick Moto. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment. If you have not yet, please hit that subscribe button. It helps the channel out a lot. Road trip time will be here before you know it, so hopefully we'll have a lot of good videos from that and some other rides. And when I get back from my road trip, I'm going to try and do some overnight motorcycle camping trips too. So we got good stuff coming. So if you just found this channel, hit that subscribe button. You won't be disappointed. As always, thank you for watching Jersey Nick Moto. Keep your head on a swivel out there. Later.